Hello, everybody, and welcome to a special that these two didn't know they were going to be on of Rage Quit Radio. I am Mike. As you can see here, a familiar face from Denzi Caster and 8-Star Anime.
8-Star!
Who I have recently christened on one of our recent episodes of Denzi Caster as the Mistress of Miyazaki, Sam. And we have a wild ninja pie has appeared.
What up?
We have Will here joining us. Not the other Will. We have two Wills now on the show.
You can just call me Bob if necessary.
Okay. Bob it is. So, these two folks are going to also be playing in our Legend of the Five Rings game. Now, Sam will be coming in at a later date when her schedule permits, but she's still here to go ahead and make a character and have that. So she's going to be sort of, if this were Power Rangers, she's going to be our mysterious extra ranger that shows up later.
You're the White Ranger.
I'm going to try my hardest to come tomorrow to the first thing, because this is really intriguing.
Okay, so she might be here tomorrow.
Maybe.
If you guys are curious, the session that we are playing tomorrow will be up next week on Rage Quit Radio. However, it will be straight audio. The reason we have these two folks here on camera with us today, and aside from the fact that you can put a face with the voice that you will hear, is because time for them to do their heritage and fortune table rolls that our guys did last time, the rest of our party. Now, these two folks have never played Legend of the Five Rings before. In fact, this is Sam's first tabletop RPG of any kind. But you've played like video game, like Final Fantasy, JRPGs, that kind of stuff. What's your favorites?
Zelda.
Zelda?
And nobody knows this one. .hack.
Hack is always
I feel like
good.
people know what .hack is.
Whenever I talk about it, people look at me like, what are you talking
They're
about?
uncultured swine.
They
That's
are.
why.
I'm waiting for .hack to become real. Like, I'm waiting for virtual reality RPG games where you dive in and you are in the game. Once that happens, I'm never coming out.
Just as long as it doesn't turn into Sword Art Online where we all just die.
I've already got a contingency plan. If that happens, I told my Scotty, I've said, leave me in there. I will eventually come back, but just to say, hey, I'm alive, and then I'll go back in.
Let's do it all again. Woo.
Now, Bob over here has played his fair share of RPGs, mostly D&D, though, you said.
Yeah, pretty much D&D is where it's at for me.
Okay.
It's really all of my knowledge where it comes in.
What edition?
Fifth?
Okay. It's like the current one.
Yeah, fifth and third is one that was done for a little while. I think it's third. I really don't remember exactly what the editions were. I just got told, here's what we're playing, here's the rules. So I don't know where they all really match up.
So we're expanding your RPG horizons. This
Exactly.
Is something different. Okay.
Yes. So that's why I was very excited to come on and do this.
So neither of these folks are also intimately familiar with the L5R setting, so they've gotten a bit of a crash course here today. And apparently one of them has a story. So Sam is going to be playing a unicorn of the Moto family, who has become a Shinjo Bushi. Now, you said you had a bit of a story forming in your head. So, I'm the GM, so I kind of have to know what the story is, so I'm going to help you tell it. So,
I didn't know it was going to be on video. The emojis are supposed to be the big, bad, muscly dudes.
Yep, that's the Moto.
I am not. I am the runt. I don't have the muscles. Instead of muscles and strength, I have agility, so I'm fast. They're supposed to be big, boisterous, in your face. I'm still that, but I would rather be, like, I can be that if necessary, but I'd rather hang out with animals, like, because I'm so little, I get picked on a lot or whatever. So that's where I come in with my animal handling and my horsemanship, because I hang out with them a bunch instead of actual people.
Yeah, she likes having her animals and things like that. And so we didn't actually get to the buying of gear, but I'm pretty sure she's going to wind up with a cat or something.
Yes.
So
Animals don't make fun of you, so that's a good thing.
Yes.
And then because, even though I couldn't pick this ability, I am kind of the black sheep of the family. I get a chip on my shoulder. I'm highly insulted, easily insulted. I take great offense to everything, basically. Yes, there we go.
Yeah. So, because you're brash.
Yes.
For the record, because everyone's playing a rank 0 character, you could not take a social disadvantage. Just because you're not an adult yet, you're not to where that would even matter. So, Bob is going to be playing straight up Haruma Crab. So, you are a Haruma and a Haruma Scout. So, You got anything in mind so far for the character, other than the fact that I think you're just a scorpion ninja in disguise at this point because you want to stab everybody in the back?
I like that story.
That's just very much me, though. I mean, honestly. As far as an actual story, I really don't know. I was looking forward to taking along the lines of like kind of the outcast, the black sheep. Also, when we were doing the advantages, I don't remember if it was advantage or disadvantage, where you can study from a different school. I do believe something like that. As far as like how I like to have my play style of being able to kind of be in with the scorpion with the ninja school, I do believe something like that. Maybe
so
somehow
down the road kind of thing?
Yeah, kind of down the road have the ability to study in it because I do have possibly the proficiency in it of that kind of style. Somebody's like, well, you might do, be noticed by someone. Say, you might do very well with this. Why don't you come study with us at some point? So
that's the thing about L5R that you'll both learn, and especially my style of game ministry, is if you kind of role play towards something and you have a goal like that in mind, it's very possible that you'll hit that we'll do something with it down the road, because I emphasize the role play and the storytelling aspects of the game. So now this guy came prepared to roll dice. I didn't want to disappoint him. You may find a die in there that you like the look of or seems pretty or what have you.
It's so pretty.
Unicorn colors are purple and white, if that helps at all.
If you would prefer, sir, I do have some.
Well, you have your dice that you can use.
I do have some different ones that you did say those were a little bit different than the setup.
They're a little bit. They're a little bit different, but you're welcome to use them if anybody else wants to use them.
Or I'll probably just pick one out of there just so that we have a level playing field.
Does it matter?
Well, you're only going to need one for most of this. Okay. So we will start with Miss Sam, because ladies first, and we'll just alternate back and forth between them here. So the heritage table is something that is a completely random element of your character creation process. We're going to make 3 rolls on the heritage table and one roll on what's called the fortune table. Basically, you have no control over your ancestry. That's why the fortune table roll exists. This is because it is an Asian society. There's a lot of stock on history and family ties and things like that, and ancestry that's going to play into your character and your background a little bit. So roll a die for me, Sam. We're going to figure out what's first for you on the heritage table. So an 8 means that this is some sort of distinguished past. So you're going to roll again. I will move over to the little distinguished past table. So another 8. Okay, so your ancestor had a distinguished legacy of service and duty, and it's going to be on the meritorious service table. So you're going to roll one more time. However, because you are a Moto, and meritorious service does not run well with the Moto's family history, you're going to take 2 away from whatever you roll. So you rolled a 0.
Good job.
Okay, well, it was a general. It was a great general that your ancestors served. It was as a great general that your ancestors served the throne. So it is going. You gained the ability battle. So under your skills, if you don't already have battle, just add it to the list, and you have that at rank 1 for free. All right. I will jump backwards to the crab table for Bob's first roll. So someone in your family was a great general.
Sweet.
That's part of your backstory now.
And that's why I'm so angry.
Got that lineage going.
Yes.
Here, all right.
A 6, which for the crab means distinguished past. So roll again. A 5. A family member fought in a great battle. Roll again, and we will check the battle table.
Oops, sorry. 1.
1. Okay. So this is one of the things I told them before. You'll get random stuff that you might want or need on this table. This is actually going to be cool for you, I think. The crab and the crane have fought more than one war over the loyalty of the Yasuki family. As we mentioned, that the Yasuki have served both sides. Your ancestor distinguished himself in one of those wars. So you gained the skills Lore Crane Clan. So that's the first skill you're going to get for free. You'll get that at rank 1.
And just want in parentheses, Crane Clan?
Well, no, it'll just like dash or colon Crane Clan. Every lores don't usually have emphases quite the same way. Each lore skill is usually its own separate thing.
Okay.
And you gain the skill Iaijitsu. If you already have it, you get an extra rank in it for free.
Sweet.
So you now have... he had bought Iaijitsu at 1, so now he has Iaijitsu 2. All right. All right, your time again. This is your second roll on the heritage table. Go ahead, Sam. 7 is, again, Distinguished Pass. Distinguished Pass usually gets you the good free stuff. So, all right, roll again. A 6. The death of your ancestor lives on in story and song among the unicorn. Roll on Glorious Death chart. You are Moto, so it's -1. So that's going to be a 4. Laying down his life in a duel, your ancestor has become an inspiration to many. Gain the skill Iaijutsu.
I got it.
Okay, so you gain an extra rank in it for free.
Sweet.
You also gain 3 XP.
Sweet. So this
You don't have to spend the 3 XP now. You can spend it later. It'll be after we get done rolling everything.
But we can. Are we during character creation? You did say we don't do fortune and stuff until after we've done everything.
Until
So we
you've done
can't do it
everything else.
right now.
Yeah, you can't do it right now. We got to
Got it,
finish
buddy.
rolling everything else.
I got you, buddy.
All right. So your second chart roll. 8. Mixed blessings. So this usually means you're going to get something cool and something bad.
That sounds awesome.
Roll
That
again.
sounds like my life.
A 5. Okay. Your ancestor. Well, it's more Yasuki stuff. So you have Yasuki background in your history here. Your ancestor was associated with an infamous Yasuki smuggler.
My man.
So,
That's right up your alley.
do you have any... Oh, wow. So you're going to love this. Are any of your traits, that means the actual abilities that feed into your rings, are any of your traits rank 2? Yes. You got 2 of them. Well, you got 5 of them, don't you? Perception, agility, intellect. So you've got 5 different ones? +1 to any one of those 5. So which one of those do you want to become a 3?
I will take agility, sir.
Okay.
That is what most of my stuff
Yeah.
runs off of.
Yeah, that's basically a free. That basically is a free 12 points.
But if you raise your strength up to 2, you can turn your water.
This actually specifies it has to be something that's already a 2.
Oh, I missed that. Sorry.
You gain the skill Commerce, and you gain the. You're going to wind up gaining a social disadvantage,
Awesome.
which I get to pick. So I will
Sounds
figure that out. So
wonderful.
just put a note on your sheet somewhere that you have a social disadvantage. All right. Your third and final heritage table roll, ma'am.
So far I have a.
You've had 2 different distinguished pasts.
So I've got famous people on both sides of my family, huh?
Yep.
Okay.
A 6 is distinguished past.
So distinguished.
5. Okay. I'm going to let you re-roll this one because that's actually another they died on the field of battle thing. So let's see if we get something different.
Nope.
Okay, so they died on the field of battle. Okay. Glorious Death chart, -1 since you're a Moto. So that's going to be a 9. It was on the field of battle that your ancestor fell. Roll on the Great Battle chart. On the Great Battle chart and on the chart below, gain both results. Okay, so we're going to start with the Great Battles chart. You're going to get 2 different things out of this.
Okay.
On the Great Battles chart, roll your die and take 3 away from it because you're a Moto.
So 4.
4. The unicorn has seen many a pitched battle in their years both home and abroad. You gain 5 glory points. We haven't established this for you yet. Glory is is your reputation among other samurai in the Empire.
Okay.
Normally, your glory starts at 1.
Mm-hmm.
Your glory is going to start at 1.5.
Okay.
Just because your family has that kind of a reputation.
So not much of a reputation.
No, it's still better than...
You're doing better than me.
Oh, okay.
And roll again on the second chart here because it's part of the meritorious service. Okay, 5. He was killed while he defeated an important foe. So you gain a full rank of glory. So your glory is actually 2.5. So you're well known-ish for a 14-year-old. However, you're going to gain a sworn enemy from whatever clan it was that your ancestor died fighting.
Do I need to roll?
Usually, this one case, it's usually just I pick.
Okay.
But I'll tell you what, I'm going to let you roll for it. So go ahead and roll.
Okay. 1.
It was a crane. So you're going to have a sworn enemy from the crane clan.
It's okay. I don't like him either.
All right, and your last heritage table roll, sir, and then we will get our fortune table rolls here in a second. 5 is distinguished past. Neither of y'all rolled dishonorable past, which basically just gets you bad things. So roll that again, and let's see what your distinguished past is.
3.
A 3. Fought in a great battle. Roll on the great battles chart. 5.
Died in fire.
Your ancestor was at the spearhead of the crab that battled against the maw during the Battle of the Cresting Wave. This is basically it's a major Shadowlands demon. It's one of the great battles in L5R history. Glory attends all descendants of the victors to this day. So you gain 1 full rank of glory, so your glory is now 2. And you gain the skill engineering.
Awesome. Works very well for me.
Alrighty. And now we get to do your fortune table. Now, the fortune table could be good or bad. But usually it takes usually it's really good or really bad. So go ahead and roll for me, Sam, and let's see what your fortune is. A 6. Oh, okay. Shinjo herself seems to have blessed your insight. Gain 10 insight. So there's a spot here at the top of your sheet that says insight. Insight is actually how you level up.
Okay.
So you have just put a 10 there for the moment. It's actually more than that. We'll calculate it in a few minutes. Okay. Or tomorrow, one or the other. But you're going to have just free 10 insight, so you'll level up quicker.
Sweet.
And for you, good sir, well, let's see what the fortune favors for our crab. Is a 7. I need to check and consult one of my books over here that has your school in it, because I needs to know how much money you should start with.
Broke.
Close.
Let's make it like real life.
So this is where the GM, if there's a failing with some of the early 4th edition L5R books, is that they put the mechanics all over the book with a really just piss poor table of contents.
Good job, guys.
Index. Give me an index.
Yeah, they didn't see the need to do that.
You'll figure it out. You're going to read the whole thing anyways.
Okay, so you start with whatever the Haruma Boshis would start with. So typically,
at least that'll make it easier, right?
Yeah. Typically speaking, you would start the game with 3 koku. Turns out you're a gambling man, so you start with 1 koku.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, Fiji for you.
Well, I don't have to.
Just put a note on there somewhere. 1 koku. That's what you're going to start with.
Koku, K-O-K-U.
K-O-K-U. You got it. All right. So, folks, that's our heritage and fortune tables. They have no idea exactly what they've just managed to do or what they've done or how it's going to impact them.
Yep.
But it will, I promise.
Stay tuned.
Oh,
yes,
Lord.
Definitely stay tuned. Are y'all looking forward to this?
Yes. Yes.
I know
Very much.
you seemed a little skittish about it at first.
At first, you've met my brother.
I have. Our viewers haven't, but yes. I've met your brother. So we are going to. But you're definitely looking forward to this now. Awesome, and I know you are, because. So this is going to be a lot of fun, folks. They're going to play tomorrow. We're going to hold our first session then. You guys will see it next week here on Rage Quit Radio. So, folks, until then, for Bob and for Sam, I'm Mike, and we'll see you later.